Hi everyone and welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV located in Frederick, Colorado. My name is Larry Vickers. Today we're going to take a look at a brand new Freightliner M2 106. The conversion is Summit Hauler. Now as you can see, we're doing things a little bit different today. We're actually hooked up to a 37-foot RV trailer. And the reason we did this is to show you that this is exactly what this truck is designed to do. The trailer weighs about 15,000 pounds, so that's right into this truck's well house in terms of what it can tow, get up and do it safely, and go for a long time. So even though this is an exceptionally nice trailer, my focus today is going to be on the truck. But if you are interested in that trailer, please call our great RV sales department at 303-684-3400. So now on to the truck. We're going to start by taking a look at how the truck is set up and hooked up to this trailer. The trailer actually has a converter on it that converted it onto a gooseneck. So this has the gooseneck ball in it and it's hooked up to the trailer. As we scan to the back, we can see how the lights are hooked up. Right there is where we hook up lights to the trailer. Now, one thing that's unique about the Summit Hauler brand is that the back of the truck is aluminum. That's not steel. And the logic behind that is it's not going to rust. It's going to avoid rust. So 10 years from now, that's going to look very similar to it does today. Summit Hauler has the industry advantage in terms of compartments to carry storage compartments. It has 3 on each side. We'll take a quick look at the smaller one since we're back here. All of the compartments are lockable. Along the side, this is all rhino lined. So that's going to obviously maintain the bed of the truck better. The tires on the truck are 255, 80 R22.5.
These are dual back wheels, right?
Dual, yes, all of them are dual back wheels. As we take a look in the front compartment, you will see even more storage capability. As we take a look inside the truck, the first thing we're going to notice is how much room and how much space is in that truck. So these are designed to go long distances, therefore it will make it that much more comfortable, and it saves you energy. I mean, you're going to go 10 or 12 hours and jump out and really not even feel like you've gone very far at all. It comes with 2 50-gallon fuel tanks. There's one on each side. Here's one right here. Now they are connected, so as you're sitting there, the fuel's going to balance out into the tanks. However, when you go to the fuel pump, you're going to have to fill those independently. As we take a look at the passenger seat, you'll see a very soft leather. The seats are both heated and cooled. That is the most comfortable seat on the market. The Summit Hauler conversion also comes with tire balancers. She's going to zoom in right there. That's just an additional piece that's put in. It has BBs inside it and a little bit of oil. And the way that works is as you speed up and as you gain momentum, that balances the entire rotating mass from the tire to the rim to the hub. All of that balances. So that does a couple of things for us. Not only does that make a smoother ride as we're going down the road, but it'll also prolong tire life up to 40%. The hood is a compressed fiberglass, so that makes it tougher. You know, last August we had a hailstorm come through right here, and it was pretty severe. And the pickup sitting right beside the Freightliners just got beat up something terrible. And the Freightliners themselves, you couldn't even tell anything happened to them. And the reason for that is because of the quality of the hood and that compressed fiberglass. It really makes things tougher. As you'll notice, the grille is very unique. The competition doesn't have something like that. It really dresses the truck up. The bumper is actually broken into 3 parts, 2 on each side and the middle. And the logic behind that is if something does happen and we put a dent in this and need to replace it, we can simply replace that middle piece as compared to replacing the entire bumper. As we come around to this side, this individual truck is stock number 5N191490. Now we'll take a look underneath the hood. That is the Cummins 8.9 liter engine. It is coupled with the Allison 3200 TRV transmission. It offers 350 horsepower and 1,150 foot-pounds of torque. As you can see, there's different colors underneath the hood. The stuff you see in yellow is something that you and I can check. For example, right here is where we would check the oil. And on the other side, she's zooming in on where we can check and fill the coolant level. Now, one thing about the hood, if we're under there, kind of checking things out, and a wind comes up and pushes that, it's not going to smash us. The only way to get that hood down is to manually force it down. This is the other fuel tank right here. This is the depth tank, which holds up to 6 gallons. Research is showing you're getting about 400 miles for 1 gallon of DEF fluid. As we take a look at the inside, it's an air ride system, so this adjusts the amount of air. As I told you, hot or cooled seats. This controls the air going into the lumbar system. Another thing we can see from here is this little pedal. So when you're sitting here, you press that pedal and that actually helps you adjust the steering wheel. Right here is the kill switch, and it's generally a good practice that when you shut the vehicle off to use that kill switch, and what that does is stop any stray voltage that might be going through the truck. As we take a look at the back seat, the back seat does make down into a bed by a simple flip of the switch. Just like that, and to get it back up, right there. The storage is exactly the same as the other side. I did want to show you in here where you do have an air hookup, so you can hook up an air hose directly to the truck. Now, when you purchase this truck, we're going to get this bag full of things that we're going to need. We're just going to go through that briefly. Goodie bag, that's right, Cherish, it's the goodie bag. So it comes with our manuals and also explains the warranty thoroughly and what to do in case we have an issue, and basics on how the electrical system and things like that on how to use it. Headphones for the DVD right there. It comes with glad hands, so if you do have a trailer that uses air, we can simply put those in and hook that up for you before you go. And it comes with the first aid kit as well. And we'll also have the ball to the trailer in this bag for you. So as you can tell, you're gonna get quite a bit of things in addition to the truck. And it comes with a bag that's easily stored in one of our compartments. Now we're going to take a look at the inside of the truck. When you go to start the truck, you're going to turn the key about halfway. And we need to be patient and wait for those gauges to go all the way over and come all the way back, just like they are right there. And the reason for that is if we get impatient and start them early, there's a chance that it'll kick some codes that simply doesn't exist. So as we view from the top going down, right here is our backup camera. Now you can actually hook up to 3 more cameras to that specific location, and from here it'll split it for you. So right there, our camera 1 is back there. It just shows half of it. If we were to have another one, it would be right there. Or you can do it 1 on top, 1 on bottom, or if you hook up all 3 of them, you can actually see them all right there. And right there's our backup camera the way it sits. This is our air horn over here. As we go more from top to bottom, I want to talk about the gauges a little, just briefly. They're pretty self-explanatory. I wanted to talk about the 2 air gauges. The top one is just for brakes. This, so we can monitor to see if we have a leak. So that's a big advantage to this truck has over, say, pickups, for example, are the air brakes. And a couple of reasons are, if we have a leak, you know, all we have to do is just keep pumping air through that. We have an unlimited supply of air. As opposed to hydraulics that have fluid in it, we get a leak there, we eventually lose brakes until we eventually lose them all. And the only way to fix that is to put more fluid in. The bottom gauge is the air to everywhere else. So we talked about the air ride system, the lumbar, the air coming to the cabin. All of that is done through our secondary source, and that's the gauge for that. As we scan over, our cruise control is right there. There's the locks. This does all of the windows. If we do add a feature, an aftermarket item, we can go use this off button right here to start and shut that off as well. They're all automatics, 6-speed automatics. Very, very simple. I realize these trucks can be somewhat intimidating for someone that's not used to driving this. Well, there's no reason to be intimidated. They're very, very easy to drive. Just push the brake in, reverse, and drive, and away you go. Over here is the engine brake. Now that's not a Jake brake, that is a true engine brake. So if we put it on low, that affects 3 of the 6 cylinders. That not only prevents exhaust coming out, but it also limits the amount going in. Now if we set it to 6, say we're coming down a steep hill right in the Rocky Mountains next to me, and we need a little bit more assistance, we put that on high, and that restricts all 6 cylinders. This is our marker lights, so if you notice when you're going down the road, sometimes trucks are talking to each other that way. You can do that there. This is the manual regen button. We're probably never going to use that because these trucks are designed to get out on the highway, to go long distances, and they'll regen themselves. So chances are we'll never use that. This locks the differential. This is the dump valve. I actually used that this morning. You press that and that lets air out of the back. So when you go to hook up your trailer, you let that down to assist you there. Mirror heaters here. This is the fan for the air. So right now we're kicking cooled air to the back. This is for our trailer air supply and our parking brake here. As we come down, this is our trailer brake, and this is our climate control right here. Very easy. Hot and cold, where you want the air and how fast you want that fan to go. So, very nice truck. If you have any other questions about this vehicle or anything on the lot, feel free to call me. The work number is 303-684-3404. My cell number is 970-370-4067, or the email address larry.vickers@transwest.com. Thanks for tuning in today.